Stop scrolling for a second. Imagine this. You're in a busy supermarket. You have a short shopping list, and suddenly you can't find anything. You need eggs, but there are 10 different kinds. You want chicken, but you don't know if it's fresh or frozen. Then, at the checkout, your card doesn't work on the first try, and the line behind you gets longer. What do you say? What do you do? Stay with me because in the next few minutes you are going to learn simple English that can help you in a real supermarket situation. Hi, I'm Zane. Welcome to Zane's English Podcast. I speak in natural, slow English so you can understand and copy the sentences. Today we are talking about English at the supermarket with a real lifestyle story and then a repeat after me practice. Last week, I went to the supermarket after work because my fridge was almost empty. I was hungry and I wanted to buy food fast and go home. The supermarket was crowded and people were moving in every direction. I grabbed a basket and looked at my list on my phone. I needed bread, eggs, chicken, rice, and fruit. I told myself to stay calm and do one thing at a time. At first, everything was okay, and I found bread quickly. But then I went to the egg section and I stopped. There were so many choices, and the labels were confusing. I saw large, extra large, free range, and other words I didn't want to think about. I just wanted normal eggs, and I didn't want to stand there all day. So I looked for a worker and decided to ask one simple question. I walked up and said, "Excuse me, where are the eggs?" She pointed and smiled, and I realized I was already in the right place. Then I went to find chicken, and that part was harder. I saw fresh chicken in one section and frozen chicken in another section. I didn't want frozen chicken because I wanted to cook it that night. I picked up a package, but I wasn't sure if it was fresh or frozen. So I asked another short question to a worker nearby. I said, "Excuse me, is this fresh or frozen?" He answered, "Fresh," and I felt relieved. Next, I looked for rice, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I walked up and down 2 aisles and I started to feel impatient. I didn't want to waste time and I didn't want to feel lost. So I used a powerful sentence that works in any store. I asked, "Excuse me, where can I find rice?" The worker didn't give me a long explanation. He just said, "Aisle 7," and pointed. That was perfect. After that, I needed fruit and I wanted something sweet. I saw bananas, apples, oranges, and grapes. The grapes looked good, but I noticed 2 prices and I didn't understand the difference. One sign looked like a special deal, but the words were small. I didn't want to make a mistake at the checkout, so I asked a simple question. "How much is this?" The worker said the price per kilo, and I nodded like I understood completely. Finally, I walked to the checkout, ready to pay and leave. The line was long, and I could feel people behind me. I put my items on the belt and waited. The cashier scanned everything, and then she said the total. I took out my card and tapped it, but it didn't work the first time. My heart jumped a little and I felt embarrassed, even though it happens to everyone. The cashier stayed calm and said, "Try again." So I did, and it worked. Then the cashier asked me a question I hear all the time, but sometimes I forget the answer. She said, "Do you have a loyalty card?" A loyalty card is a store card that gives you points or discounts. I didn't have one. So I smiled and said, "No, I don't." She handed me the receipt, and I said, "Thank you." I walked out with my bags and felt proud because I used simple English and solved small problems quickly. When I got home, I unpacked the food and started cooking. I thought about the day and realized something important. In a supermarket, you don't need perfect English. You just need a few clear questions, and you need to stay calm. One question can save you 10 minutes. One simple sentence can make you feel confident. And the best part is you can practice this English again and again every week. Now let's do repeat after me. Speak slowly and clearly. Repeat each sentence. Excuse me, where are the eggs? Excuse me, where can I find rice? Where can I find bread? Do you have this in a bigger size? Is this fresh or frozen? How much is this? Is this on sale? Can I pay by card? Can I pay cash? It didn't work. Can I try again? Do you have a bag? I don't need a bag. Do you have a loyalty card? No, I don't. That's all. Thank you. Can I have the receipt, please? Thank you. Have a nice day. Before you go, remember this. Supermarket English is not about big words. It's about small questions that you can use every week. Next time you go shopping, pick just 2 sentences from today and use them in your head, even if you don't say them out loud. If you want, write 1 sentence from today in the comments. And tell me 1 food you always buy. And if you enjoyed this episode, watch the next one right now, because the more you repeat, the more confident you become. I'm Zane, and this is Zane's English Podcast.